Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have my best friend Gab with me today. We are going to be doing a Q&A, mostly about like being a teen mom, because a lot of y'all have asked us to do this. So yeah, I posted on my Instagram a few days ago and told y'all to ask us some questions, and we're going to go through it. I've screenshotted the ones that were like asked the most and things like that. Some of them are directed just towards me, and then some of them are for both of us. So if they're just towards me, I'll answer them, and then if they're both of us, I'll answer, then she can answer. But the first one says, was it hard being a teen mom, balancing your teenage life and having a kid? And I feel like this is such an important question because it truly is. For me, at the end of the day, like, me and her both, like, we were still 17 at the time. Like, we were still young, we're still only 19 years old, and we still, you know, are teenagers at heart. Just because we are mothers, a lot of people think that we can't do anything, which is not true. We still have a life, and our kids are well taken care of, so if we want to go and have fun one night, we can.
And we still have, like, not even just the having fun, just like we have stuff to figure out for our lives too, outside of just being a mom, like careers, that kind of thing.
Relationships. It goes so much deeper. Like, we can't just, oh, we're a mom now, forget our life. Like, because then you'll lose yourself, and that's not good. The second question says, how has being a mom changed your perspective on life? You can answer first.
It really changes everything about your perspective in life, because you kind of have to see how things affect not just you but your child and y'all's relationship together, and you see your life through your child's eyes and kind of just see yourself differently too.
And it's just like, once you have a child, like, as for me, like, he's before anything. Like, so I'm gonna do whatever is best for my child, not just for me. I want any situation that he is put in to be the safest situation and the best outcome. Yes. So I would definitely say that it's just not about you anymore. It's, you know, you have a new life to take the responsibility of. Were y'all scared to tell y'all's parents?
You can answer first.
Yes. So, I didn't tell my parents for a while. So I lived with my grandparents, and just a little backstory, my grandparents are very religious, and my pop bear does not play about that kind of stuff.
He do not play with
that. No. He did not even know that I'd ever really done anything besides kiss a guy. So that was, I was scared.
I did not tell any of my family members until I was 14 weeks pregnant. So I was like almost out
harboring it.
Yeah, I was out of my first trimester almost by the time any of my family knew. So, I mean, I kind of had to go through the whole thing by myself, and I wish, thinking back now, that I would have told my mom and everyone so they could like help me through it, because that made it hard, just like having to be secretive and like run and throw up, not let anyone know why. Like, it was really scary, obviously.
Oh, good.
Oh, they're coming for me on this one.
How did you lose baby weight or just get back into shape? First off, this baby weight's still here. I just wear clothes that you can't really tell. I don't really wear tight clothes anymore. But honestly, the thing that helped me lose a lot of weight is, number one, I breastfed. Number two, I was stressed out. When you're stressed, like, for me, I don't eat. I know a lot of people like stress eat, but for me, like, I don't eat when I'm stressed out.
Stress eating is a thing for me.
No.
But I didn't lose any of my baby weight until like almost a year after Brantley was born.
Yeah, me too. I just started getting back where I love myself. Like myself. I wouldn't say love.
But I actually had a tonsillectomy when Brantley was, it was like this time last year, so exactly a year ago, and I lost like 25 pounds because I just couldn't eat for 2 days. I literally ate nothing but egg drop soup from a Chinese restaurant, probably 3 times for 20 days, and popsicles. And I lost a lot of weight then. But I'm still not where I want to be, so we're working on it.
The next question says, was y'all's family supportive? By the way, I love y'all. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, they were supportive. Like, they knew that, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, like,
Not ready for it. Don't take responsibility.
Yeah, and like, what can you do? Like, you're already pregnant. There's just not much they can do. They're either going to kick you to the curb and say whatever, or they're going to have to support you. There's really no in between. But I will say, you know, for the first week or two, like, my grandfather would not talk to me. He just kind of went his other way. Like, he wasn't mean to me, but I could just tell that he was hurt, and he was like
shocked.
Yeah, and he was just disappointed in me. But by the time it came, you know, time for him to come, he was so excited, and as well as my whole entire family.
Yeah, that's how it was for me too. It was mostly like, not disappointed just in me, just disappointed like
that I'm doing this to ourselves.
Yeah, I have so
we're
much
so
more.
young.
That's what my dad especially was like. I just wanted you to have like so much more out of life, and like get to experience like college and just like learn about myself before like I have a family. But they were all still supportive. So,
and everything happens for a reason. Like, I truly believe in that. How did y'all handle the judgment from all your haters? Well, number one, I don't really.
This is what you say.
No, I really have never really cared, like, what people really thought about me. Like, I just never have. And at the end of the day, like,
It's your life.
Yeah, it's like, you can say something about someone else's life, and it's like, what is that going to change? It's still there. They're still pregnant. It's still going to happen.
Yeah, no. Like, in the beginning for me, like, so in the beginning of your pregnancy, you're obviously very hormonal, and things are going to hurt you more.
Your feelings.
So, like, my friends from high school, like, I kind of stopped talking to everyone because, like, they weren't really, like, judging me, but I felt like they were, and so I just
you just kind of pull yourself away. Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah. You just have to ignore it. Live your life. It doesn't affect them.
Would you ever want to be a part of the Teen Mom series on MTV? Not no, but HELL, no. First off, that's totally fake.
Yes.
That is scripted out, planned out. Do not believe that, because it's not true. That's not real life, at least for the most part.
Yeah.
And you can go watch like behind the scenes, and they'll tell you that stuff is not true. So no, I would not want to be that. I would not want to put my family in that situation, and I would not want to be known from
or
that.
my kid to be known. Oh, you're from that show where your mom looked like a train wreck.
Yeah, no. I'm good. My kid's coughing. Oh, by the way, we're having a spend the night party. Gab's spending the night with me, and Ryder and Brentley are asleep.
They're having a slumber party.
What will your rules be for their future as they get older? Curfew, dating, things like that. That's just so far away. I really don't know. I mean, society and like this generation, like, it just continues to change,
so much.
and you can't base off, you know, what we're doing now
or what we did when we were kids.
Yeah, you know, because that'll be
completely different.
A long time from now. I mean, her baby's 2 and my baby's 1, so I mean that's at least 15 years from now. So I really don't know. I can't.
Unless they like grow up way too fast.
No, they're not. So I can't really think about that because I don't really know. When did it hit you that you and your man won't really have a long time anymore?
A long time anymore.
Oh yeah, a long time. I guess that means like, you know, a long time. I mean, that's never really affected us.
So they mean
no, like, we never really like had that much alone time anyways.
Yeah, because y'all didn't get a house until.
Yeah, so I mean, we lived in my parents' house, and literally it was the next room over. So yeah, it didn't really. I mean, it really didn't affect it. What about you?
We're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna skip.
What was the hardest transition after having a baby? For me, it was definitely my alone time. I'm a very, like, I love being by myself. I love just, like, going and sitting in the bathtub and doing things like that. And that's non-existent anymore. That's a treat if you get to go take a bath.
That's what it was for me, too. Especially because, like, you were in school, too. But doing, like, schoolwork with a baby crawling all over you, or at that age, just
And
having
you
to
just,
hold a baby.
it was just you, like,
Yeah,
because
because I lived in Georgia, and Brantley's father has lived in Alabama his whole life. So for the first 2 months of his life, I was doing online school and taking care of a newborn. So like there wasn't one, and my mom, I lived with my mom at the time too. So she would like hold him a few hours a day, but she had work, so it was just me all day, every day.
Yeah, that was the same for me. And another thing is like, it was hard because I was by myself so much because Tyler was working and my grandparents had work, and so like I didn't have anyone to talk to and like
ask questions.
Yeah, and just someone to talk to. Like I had never been like that. Like I had always, went to school and been social and like hung out with everyone, and like always talking to someone, and then to go just not talking to anyone all day. It was just
except a baby.
Yeah, that doesn't talk back.
Yeah.
And for me, Ryder had colic and he cried all the time, so I was just like a nervous wreck all the time. But yeah, what is your favorite thing about being a mom? About being a mom? A positive question. Good.
I don't know. You just know that you have something to look forward to every single day. Like, every single morning you wake up and you get to create whatever experience you want for your kid. Like, you have that choice. Most people have that choice to, like, I don't know, teach them things, watch them.
And it's like your baby. Like, there's just no better feeling in the world than, like, looking at your child and you're like, I created that.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, it was like, once I had him, like, I was still a teenager, but I was held at like a higher standard. I held myself to a higher standard.
You have to.
Yes, you have to. I mean, you just can't live the same lifestyle you did before. I mean, it just is they don't go hand in hand. They just don't. So it was definitely good for me, like, to grow up and like really see what life is truly about. Because, I mean, like I said, there's just no feeling in the world like having a child. I'm currently 19, doing 3 weeks. I've lost myself, honestly. Will I ever feel like myself again?
Yes.
Yes.
You will.
It takes time. It really does. And everyone's experience is different. No one has the same experience. I mean, someone can tell you that they didn't have postpartum depression and it's not real, but it is real because there's moms that go through it a year later. Everyone is just
you're
different.
still postpartum for a year.
Yeah.
And you're still changing. Your body is changing like crazy for that whole year and trying to get back to normal.
And adjust.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really for me. It wasn't even though I did have a very hard labor, like after birth, like for me it was like mentally, like it was just hard mentally adjusting, and like I had just carried a baby. I didn't look nice at all. I was like, just that, and your stomach is just like
loose and squishy.
And I thought I was going to be like that forever.
And you're not.
No.
And your baby will grow up and be more independent, and you'll have more time for yourself.
Yeah,
And
they'll be able to entertain themselves. So you can get, hopefully.
You have to give yourself grace.
I mean, maybe buy an iPad.
I mean, we do be having an iPad.
We do be having an iPad on hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it easy?
No.
No, period. It's not.
Is it easy? No, period. And a question next. How do you manage, this is for me, how do you manage a 6-hour ride going to the beach alone with Ryder?
So I have some tips for this too, because I road trip all the time.
See,
The best that you can.
you just, look, I'll tell you, you do this, you do this, and then when you take them out, like, you just act like they're still in there and you just block it all out and just drive. I mean, you can't stop, you just drive. Change diaper, feed, get snacks, and then you just keep driving. You just don't stop.
Yeah, and it's like,
I'm just kidding. Actually, we bought a DVD player to go on the back, so we just, but his is like a literal DVD player that, like an old timey one, and you put it on the back of the headrest or whatever, and he just watches movies. And I mean, he does get fussy. If y'all go watch my vlogs, y'all know he's not perfect, innocent Ryder. He does cry a lot.
Yeah, and you have to, like, think about it, like, plan your trips around, like, nap time, or if you know, like, if they're on, like, a potty schedule, don't leave right when you know they're about to go to 2 or something like that. You just have to, like, plan it out.
And for me, like, Ryder's still, I mean, last time I went to the beach, he was like, by ourselves, he was like 14 months. So, I mean, he's still in diapers and stuff. So I would just change halfway and change him. And then, see, what I tried to do is I would leave at his nap time, where half the time he would be sleeping. And then the other half, or whatever, he would be up. So,
and then you just have to bring snacks that you know they can eat without choking, so you don't have to pull over and get back there.
Exactly. What kept you so strong mentally throughout your pregnancy? Really just like knowing what I had to look forward to, and knowing like
there's gonna be an end to the pregnancy inside.
Yes, and not even that. Like, just for me, it was like better days will come.
Exactly,
I always tell myself that. Like, it might seem so hard right now, but like if you just keep going, like better days are for sure to come. Like, I never pictured I would be like here where I am today. And like, it's hard to look back on, because you think like, man, like I doubted myself so much. But if you just try to like block out all the negative and like think of what life can be and think of what you want and try to focus on that more than you do the negativity, you will take yourself a lot further than you ever imagine. And well, that's all the questions that I have. But we've been talking for a while and we answered a lot of them. But we're also going to be doing a video on Gab's channel. So if there was any questions that we didn't get to in this video that y'all would like to see, be sure to comment them down below and we will try to answer all of them. But yeah, we're going to go back to making TikToks.
24/7.
Y'all go follow my TikTok.
Follow my TikTok.
Yeah, I'll link everything below, as I usually do. I'll also be linking Gab's channel, so y'all can be able to go subscribe to her and be on the lookout for her new video that we're going to be posting. And we're also going to try to do some vlogs while she's here. It is currently Monday night, and she leaves on Sunday to go back home.
And my birthday is Friday, so tell me happy birthday.
Yes.
I'll be 20. No longer a teenager.
Oh yeah, she's not going to be a teen mom anymore. But I was going to say, oh yeah, by the way, Gab lives in Georgia, so she's come down to visit for the week and help me with some work and all of that good stuff. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming in and watching today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and Gab will hopefully see y'all in our next video, because we're going to try to film a lot while she's down here. But yeah, you got anything to say?
Subscribe to my channel and follow me on TikTok.
Because she be posting them dances.
Yeah, you want to see some dances, because I can.
And she be shake. Never mind.
No.
Bye, y'all.